Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to F1 Manager 23 proper. Thank you for your incredible support on the early access video we did at Silverstone with McLaren. Love the support on that. And if you're looking forward to this Williams RTG, then do make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and you won't miss any of it. We will be starting a brand new save with Williams. I do have a Williams Racing branded hat that I can wear throughout, although to get it to say Williams Racing at the front, I do kind of have to make myself look like a little bit of an idiot. So for you guys to actually see that it says Williams Racing on it, I need to kind of wear it like that. So I will wear the hat throughout the save, but it will say golf on the front because I'm not going to make myself look like an absolute dweeb too much throughout the course of this save. If you're looking forward to it, I'd really appreciate your support on the YouTube video. Of course, make sure you leave your comments and your feedback as well. Come and join me on Twitch. We stream everything we record live over there as well. So please do come back and join me next time on stream when you can see me record episode 2 ahead of time, of course. So without any further ado, I'm going to start a brand new save at Williams, and we are going to take Alex Albon and Logan Sargent to the points with both drivers throughout the course of this season, and who knows where we might be by the end of the year. Hoping for a really big trajectory throughout the course of the season, and fingers crossed we can have both drivers in the points by the end of the year, and maybe by Abu Dhabi we could be challenging for podiums. Who knows? Let's go and find out. New career confirmed to replace the autosave. Here we go.
Of motorsport. With a global audience and drama to match, all the attention is now on race circuits around the world, waiting for the start of the fastest show on Earth. Last year's regulation changes saw closer on-track battles. Anyone expecting a smooth ride from the 2023 season is in for a shock. With a shake-up in the paddock resulting in the signing of several new team principals, F1 is primed and ready to light up the world stage. Team principals will already be talking tactics, boosting the confidence of their drivers and ensuring their pit crews make those box times as tight as possible. With a new era of racing now well underway, more teams than ever will be vying for points, podiums, and a chance at the championship. This is Formula One.
So Williams overall have a team rating of 2 and a teeny bit stars, as you can see. So we're by no means one of the fastest cars on the grid. There is a long way to go with the team, but that is the fun in an RTG. The objective is to be P8 or higher in the constructor standings, and then the long-term objective is to regularly be points contenders every single race weekend. We do have a low starting balance, so we're not going to have much in terms of finances in the early stages. Car performance, though, we're actually 7th out of 10, and headquarters quality, we're 6th out of 10. So Williams are well set, obviously a fantastic team in terms of the history and richness of tradition in Formula One. However, driver performance and staff performance, apparently 10th of 10. Driver performance, I am surprised being 10th of 10 with Alex Albon at the team, and staff performance I'm surprised at being 10th out of 10, although James Vowles I have replaced as team's principal, so maybe that's a large influence on that. We currently have a reserve driver in Luc Dupont, but we may well be replacing Logan Sargent throughout the course of this first season. It depends how you perform, sir. Stop staring right into my eyes as I'm talking about you. Oh, dearie me. Right, 9 Constructors' Championship titles for Williams over the years, 7 drivers, but after finishing last in the Constructors' Championship last year, we want to better that this year, and we can do so by getting points on the board as early as possible. Let's head to Bahrain. So before we've gone anywhere towards the Bahrain Grand Prix, we have set in motion some development, design and research of an underfloor, a front wing and a rear wing, spending a lot of our allotted hours and wind tunnel hours, all of the options we have available to us to hopefully make the car faster as soon as possible. We'll advance towards Bahrain. There's a sponsorship obligation along the way, so we shall go to that. We have an ATR, which is an aerodynamic testing regulator period, ending soon, but we will get a refresh of that very, very soon indeed. So we're not going to worry about anything on that side at the moment. We have, of course, done our development for now, and we're going to head straight to the first race weekend. Driver development update. Let's have a look at the drivers. So Alex Albon is 81 rated with 2 years left on his contract. Logan is 73 rated and his contract runs out at the end of the season. We may replace Logan halfway through the year. We may not. I am not yet decided what to do with my second driver. It depends how Logan performs. If he performs well, then there's no point in replacing him because he's going to do well and grow well longer term. But we shall wait and see how things go. Right. I would very much like to head to the first race weekend if we can. So let's go and do that next. Here we go. It's race weekend time in Bahrain. If we see where we are, then we know where we can go and where we need to improve. It's a complete unknown at the beginning of the season, so let's go and find out what it's going to be like. Thankfully, at least there's no chance of rain in the first Grand Prix, or first two Grand Prix weekends in Bahrain and Jeddah, so we should only need to focus purely on tyre strategy and not weather strategy as well. So the end of first practice, Max is fastest. Insert your shock. Albon was P16 and Logan was P18, but we did only run the hard tyre in that session. So despite being 3.5 seconds off the pace, that's nothing to worry about at the minute. We're focusing purely on setup, not on pace at the moment. We'll head to second practice and hopefully we can narrow down the setup a little bit more. P17, P19, but we are yet to do any laps on a soft tyre. Just concentrating on race setup at the minute. With Logan set up at 93%, Alex is set up at 91%. We hopefully are in a good position to get at least one car, if not both, maybe, out of Q1. Pierre Gasly has a grid penalty. Not entirely too sure what for, but that might play into our hands with Alex, perhaps. Both drivers are suitably prepared and track acclimatization will only go further up as we get more track time in quali. So fingers crossed, we're in a good position with both drivers at the minute to hopefully maximise the weekend. Now it is crunch time. Now it's quali.
Continues with qualifying.
So I believe Bottas, Piastri is out. Zhou, De Vries, Norris and Bottas still have the chance to improve. Sargent's going around turn 4 now into the middle bit. Albon's coming round and Albon is going to pit and he's out of qualifying. Logan is through. I messed up with Alex Albon there. And Logan is through. Alex is out. So actually, Logan Sargent is the one that has the better qualifying session. Eliminated. Alex Albon eliminated from qualifying, but he will have the better race pace. I think next time I just won't take manual control.
Okay, there's a big crash.
Big crash, apparently.
Just remember, in the main straight might still be some debris.
What was that crash? Sainz with a time penalty for causing a collision. So Carlos Sainz has had an accident with someone, somewhere. And that is going to really dramatically affect Carlos Sainz's Grand Prix. We'll do just one run again at the end of the session. We'll send him out with maybe 3.5 minutes to go. Currently P6 at the minute, but a number of drivers yet to improve. Tumbling now. Logan Sargent is starting his flying lap now for the final run in Q2. Currently down to P9.
Take the flag.
And he's going to cross the line. Will he improve from P10 as it stands right now? No. Logan Sargent does not improve. He's P10 at the minute. Tsunoda doesn't improve. Verstappen's going to go faster though. But still, at worst, P14 with Logan Sargent is a great position to be in after your first qualifying session of the season. And Magnussen hopefully won't improve too much. He does, but Bottas doesn't. So it's a P13 start for Logan Sargent, which is a wonderful position to be in. Carlos Sainz has a grid penalty as well, so that might well put him behind us at the start of the race. Gasly has a grid penalty too, but I don't think that will put him behind us at the beginning of the race. But starting then P13 and P16 for our first Grand Prix as Williams team principal, which is very respectable, I think. And Alex can certainly go forward from there. So we might have to play that by ear a little bit. But medium, soft, soft, and then soft, medium, soft is the way forward. Alex has got high driver confidence. Logan's got medium driver confidence, but Logan is happier with the setup of the car. We will play it by ear, trying to trying to get Alex to go long, and then we'll come in. Logan will dip earlier, and we should avoid any double stacking issues. So here we go then, for the Belgian, I was going to say, that's real life, Jez. For the Bahrain Grand Prix, we are about to get underway. Here go the 5 lights. We're off. It's a long hold at the beginning of the race. We are off. We're going to pay close attention in the early stages, of course, to both our drivers. Albon with a decent start, but not amazing, obviously on the harder compound. Logan up to P12 already, battling with Gasly. It's slow through the first turn here, of course, because it's so tight and there's not much room to play with. But Logan Sargent at the minute, P13 and enjoying life where he is. 2 cars behind him, scrapping. That will cost him a little bit of time. Alex is just watching that happen in front of him, but is under no real pressure from Oscar Piastri behind. Happy enough so far with where we are. We did ask them both to push slightly with their tyres in the opening stages, so we will do so. Yellow flags. That is a spun Haas, by the looks of things. A spun Haas. So it's Magnussen. Sargent's up to P12. Albon should jump up to P17 again, because Zhou Guanyu has just nipped up the inside of him. But they are all on soft tyres. We're on different strategy with Alex, so we're not going to worry too much about that at this particular moment in time. Tyre-wise, the other drivers are majorly on softs. Albon, Norris and Magnussen are on the mediums. At the minute, Albon's tyres are better than anyone else in the entire Grand Prix. Logan's not doing bad with his soft side. The Hulkenberg softs are very worn at this stage. Sargent will now be down the straight with DRS, having a look at Yuki round the outside, and Logan Sargent has got the move done. Good boy, Logan Sargent back up to P12. You love to see it. Albon passed Norris as well, as there's another yellow flag. It was Bottas locking up, and now Albon is having a look at Bottas too, and Albon's up to... oh, not quite up to P17. He is up to P17, but Bottas has DRS. Who's going to get them into turn 1? Alex Albon ahead. You love to see it. Right, Alex, push your tyres a little bit, please, sir. Albon now half a second to De Vries. As their soft tyres are starting to go off, Alex is now making a bit of a push. There's a yellow flag.
Are you okay?
Now,
And Logan Sargent appears to have had an accident.
Here we are then at the 11th corner.
It's Tsunoda
Now there's an inviting
on
opportunity
Logan.
there.
And
That's obviously
well,
far from
Tsunoda's gone off.
intentional, but there was contact.
there is
I
contact. Is there any
imagine that-
damage to Logan Sargent? I don't think so. Yep.
Something's not right.
Minor front wing damage. Okay.
Stand by.
In which case, do we go to a set of hards? He's got a 5-second time penalty as well, because that apparently was his fault for causing a collision. Oh. So we'll go to hards and then put on this lap, and we'll then push the hards as far as we can and just go for a long stint and see where we are at the end. 5-second penalty as well. It's just killed Logan's race, unfortunately.
Box.
Right, got minor suspension damage and minor chassis damage, as well as the front wing issue, Logan Sargent. So that is going to significantly affect his capability. To have a strong finish, we're going to need to add in a medium stop, please. We can't need De Vries to get past Piastri, and then we can go for it too. Tyres are very hot at the minute, but they're still lasting fine. I'm going to put deploy on Alex, try and get him past at least one of them down the straight. He's going for it, Alex, with DRS. Alex Albon doesn't take either, but Nick De Vries does take Piastri. So now, can Albon have a go at Piastri into turn 4? The answer is no, unfortunately. Okay, so soft runners in the pit. Red flag, big crash.
Be careful for debris.
Session suspended, cars returning to the pit lane. Red flag on lap 19. And here is the incident. It's both Red Bulls. That is Sergio Perez knocked out of the race by his teammate. Max Verstappen knocks
And not much that the
Sergio
team can do
Perez
about
out
that
of
one.
the race. Scenes! Right. Session restarts in 20 minutes, or 20 seconds. And neither of the drivers have retired. We can continue, but do we change pit strategy? That's the question now. We could pit Alex, or we could change Alex's tyres now. Could he maybe run the hards to the end? Sargent is on hard tyres. Sargent, we don't really want to change anything about Logan's race right now. So, just no changes to Logan Sargent. Perez out. Destroyed by his teammate.
After a pause
So a
in this
restart.
race, we are all set
And we're going again.
ready once more. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Let's attack with Logan. We can actually push for with the fuel now as well, so we'll be good for a while with a number of different options. Alex Albon up into the points, into P10 now, Alex. Make that 11 as Nick De Vries gets past him. Sargent P18, but now caught right back up to the pack after that early incident. Albon 1.5 behind De Vries now, which is not ideal. Logan can push as much as he likes, and then he can pit from there. I'm tempted to try and get... Logan's not going to make those. He's not going to make those go to the end. We'll pit with him. Bit of a DRS train, don't you think? Behind Zhou Guanyu at the minute. Literally everybody lapped to his teammate. Logan's still carrying that chassis and suspension damage, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? Is he going to go for it? He is. Alex Albon up to P12. Go on, son. Well done, lad. You'd love to see it. And with a Haas and an AlphaTauri in front, who knows? Who knows? So currently in front of Hulkenberg is in the pits. Magnussen and Norris also both need to pit. So in theory, at the minute, Alex is running a net P10, maybe 11 if Gasly's on his way out of the pits. We're currently running a net P10 with Alex Albon. Piastri behind also has to pit still, and the next threat is Zhou back here. So Alex Albon might well be on for a point here. He might well be on for a point. If it weren't for Sargent's collision earlier with Tsunoda, he might also have been on for a strong finish. Sainz had a pit stop issue. Let's have a look. What was that? Pit stop issue for Carlos Sainz. It's a double stack for Ferrari.
But the car isn't released properly.
Not sure what the issue was there, actually. Maybe he had to get held. Couldn't quite see what else was happening in the pit lane. Maybe Carlos had to get held for Lewis Hamilton, maybe, or Leclerc, who was coming. Well, not Leclerc. Maybe Hamilton, who was in the pits and coming through from behind him. So that's cost Carlos Sainz a number of positions there now. Albon still P12. Magnussen and Norris still yet to pit. We're here. We're all right with Alex. We're in a good spot. 8.6 second stop time. Why? You have to remind them to pit. I don't remember that from last year. They just pit. So Magnussen is now behind Albon. Alex has actually made the overtake, and Magnussen is yet to pit. So our attention turns to Alex for the remainder of the race, the final 12 laps, as we try and get him to the end with his tyre life and maintain the gap behind to Nico Hulkenberg. Nico Hulkenberg is on fresher tyres and he's going to take P10 from Alex Albon. We tried the one stop. It doesn't quite look like it's going to work. We tried the one stop with Alex Albon to go hard from the safety car, and unfortunately it is not going to work. He's now going to drop 3 or 4 positions. We should still hopefully get a P15 with one of them, with Albon, but I think he's just going to drop behind De Vries and Norris now. And then probably Magnussen, but the gap to Tsunoda is just big enough to maintain. Alex's tyres will last till the end as well. Norris and Magnussen battling, but there we go. We're down to P15 with Alex Albon at the minute. Oh, shit. I hadn't actually paid attention to Alex's fuel. Bugger. Alex might not make the end here. Alex genuinely might not make the end because I wasn't paying attention. on the last lap. He's got a gap to Tsunoda, but
Okay, back off.
need to back off a bit, otherwise he's not going to make it to the end of the lap with his fuel as it is. Please, please, Alex, please tick over to just 0.0. The gap is 2.2, 2.3. Please. Oh, we're just going to get Alex to the end of the race. We very nearly ran out of fuel at the death due to a lack of concentration, but Max takes his teammate out of the race and then wins it. He crashed his teammate out the race and then won it. Alex comes home in P15. We tried the one stop from the safety car. It's not quite worked. Tsunoda's crossed the finish line already. And Verstappen had just lapped him. So Alex actually has another lap of race to go. So it's just as well. It really is just as well that we set him to save fuel. Otherwise, he really would have not finished the race. Logan has taken the checkered flag. And now Alex Albon does the same. And that is our race run.
What a disaster of a drive for Logan Sargent.
It wasn't great for Logan.
Well, I
I
think
don't know.
most people expected them to really deliver here. And it's a disappointing finish outside the points.
If he hadn't had the incident earlier in the Grand Prix with Yuki, maybe Logan might have been able to do something. But after the incident, it just didn't really work for us. And we didn't change tyres when under the safety car either. If we'd have changed tyres, maybe we could have got him to the end with a medium soft rather than the worn hard soft. But it was a tough ask for Logan, given the situation he was in. Alex, we tried something. Race 1, we threw caution to the wind. Thought, why not? And it didn't work. That's fine. It's not a problem. We still get the... pretty sure we still get the objective for the sponsors of a P15 finish with at least one driver. It's a Ferrari double podium. Fastest pit stop award goes to McLaren. Unfortunately, we had two really slow stops with Logan, although one of them was with a front wing change. So, practice P13 and 17. Quali 16 to 15 for Albon. 13th to 19th for Logan. Didn't go according to plan. But we do get some money for the sponsors of getting the performance target of reaching Q2 and the finish position of P15 or higher. We didn't get the streak, though, which is both drivers in the top 15. Not to worry. A decent enough first weekend with things to be learned and hopefully improvements to be made. Wow. Chassis destroyed on Logan Sargent and the suspension destroyed as well. We're absolutely going to have to put new bits on the car. This is going to be for Jeddah coming up. Q2, finish position again of both drivers in the top 15 and the streak of one driver in the top 15. I thought it was the other way around in the previous race. But heading to Jeddah, we'll see what we can do. We've got some new hours added for the ATR period and the wind tunnel, etc. So we will look into that in the next episode. But for now, we will head towards the next round. But that will do us for episode 1, I think. That will do us for episode 1 of the F1 Manager career. If you're enjoying, then do make sure you subscribe to the channel and drop the video a like. It'd really help me out, and of course would let me know that you guys want to see more of this. Do come across and join me on stream as well to watch it all unfold live too. That would be wonderful. And for now, at least, that will bring this episode on YouTube to a close. Appreciate your support. F1 23 driving, as opposed to managing, is still on the way as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But for now, that's all for this YouTube video. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you next time.